Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another interesting webinar session hosted by Secure Intelligence Limited. Our topic for today's webinar is Navigating Tech Transition 2.0. All right, so before we delve into today's webinar, we would like to walk you through some house rules, some ground rules. So firstly, we'd like to inform you that this webinar is being recorded and will be uploaded on our social media channels at the end of the webinar. And attendees can react or raise their hands during presentation. Other engagement required from attendees is at the discretion of the presenter. So if you have questions, if you have comments, do well to drop them in the Q&A section, and your questions and comments will be addressed by the speaker during the presentation. So for those of you who are joining us for the first time, we are Secure Intelligence Limited. We are solution builders. We apply technology to drive effectiveness, agility, and growth for business. However, today's webinar is being hosted by an arm of Secure Intelligence Limited as our CIL Academy. Our CIL Academy is a talent training arm of CIL. We provide hands-on approach to learning that ensures our graduates have the expertise to compete globally. Our programs are designed with real-world experience in mind, giving our students the confidence they need to succeed in an ever-evolving technological landscape. So some of the programs we offer in our CIL Academy include our corporate trainings, AWS instructor-led training, and our Zero to Techie program, which is a tech-based training program that is tailored to help any individual, including yourself, transcend from zero or no knowledge of a basic tech field to an expert level in that same field. So if you are considering transitioning into the tech space, this webinar is just right for you. But before we jump into today's agenda, I would like to introduce our speaker for today, who is none other than Khadijat. Khadijat is a certified cloud and data engineer here at CIL Teams, and she is vastly very good in the specialized workload department. So we'll be welcoming Khadija to take us through today's agenda as well as the rest of the webinar. So Khadija, please take the stage.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you, Lizzie, for the warm welcoming. Well, today's agenda is actionable steps to transition into tech industry, potential challenges when transiting into the tech industry, then story of successful transition. So I would like you, the participants, to kindly drop off at the incoming chat your current profession and which tech industry are you actually citing to explore. Yeah, please kindly drop that on the comment section. Thank you. So are you considering the career shift to becoming tech industry? So I have a 10 steps guidelines in transitioning. So the first one I want to say is to assess your interests and skills, right? When you are trying to transit, changing careers from the careers you are currently on to, I'm still checking the chat for me to know. Okay, I've not gotten any message from the chat. I'd like to know your current professions and which part of the tech are you wanted to explore. I'll keep checking on my chat for that. So when you're assessing your interests, you have to assess your interests and skills. So this will enable you to actually choose the right course of transition, because you wouldn't want to start something all over again, but you can use tech to actually complement what you currently have, right? So while identifying your skills, consider your hobbies, then your previous work experience, and any relevant education background you have that you think tech will actually help you push through. Then you have to now use tech pros, and you'll be able to determine which one aligns best with your interests and strengths, which will enable you to actually push through. Next slide, please. So the next one is when you are transiting into tech, you have to learn the basics, right? You cannot just leave your profession experience and you think you can import that in tech industry. You have some people that already know more in the tech industry. So you have to learn the, and while learning the basics, based on the interest you actually make mention of, you'll be able to choose which of the program did I want to join. Like for CIL Academy that my colleague have mentioned earlier, we have different programs, like from that 0 to 30. It has different section as well. You can decide to do cloud or front end. If you choose cloud front end engineer, for instance, then you might not really need Python. You might dwell more on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, right? Then some computer science fundamentals and basic IT concepts will be useful for in terms of building your foundation as well. Then you also enroll in online courses like CIL Academy is available to join. It will teach you from 0 to 30. There are some others like Coursera, Udemy, Free Code Camps, and many more. Just choose the one that will relate to you, the one that will help you to build more on the journey you are trying to explore. So the next one I would like to say is, while you are learning all this, you have to build your portfolio, right? Because yes, the purpose of you learning is for you to actually apply for jobs one time, right? And while applying for a job, what does the employer want? They want her to see your previous work experience on what you said you can do. So while you are doing the basic, you can add a portfolio, put everything you've learned so far, put them on the portfolio. That small project, gradually work, more complex work, put it in the portfolio. It will actually boost your confidence, and it might even make you to even want to learn more, because you have a project you've cited and you wanted to do. It will encourage you. Then you can also contribute to open source projects, participate in any coding challenge. This will boost your confidence in tech. Then the other one I would like to say is networking and mentorship, right? While you are doing all these basic foundations, you are actually networking, you still have to, building your portfolio, you still have to network. You have to network and choose a mentor. While you are choosing your network as well, you have to choose someone that category of people that will actually motivate you to do more. Yeah, because if you choose some certain people that like giving up, and one thing about you shifting your mindset to tech role, you cannot have a fixed mindset. You also have to have a growth mindset, right? You keep pushing through, and with the category of people among your peers, it will make it easier for you. And while choosing a mentor, like I said earlier, you are building your portfolio, and from maybe a project you feel like to work on, you might have a roadblocks, and you need someone that already passed through the phase to actually guide you through it. So you can meet out with your mentor, and he will guide you through it. And with that, it will still boost your confidence in knowing, in navigating through your transition into tech. So the next one I would like to say is, all these I've mentioned from 1 to 4, it will actually boost your practical experience. And if you want to do more, you can actually apply for being an internship or do some part-time roles, do a volunteer opportunities. Everything is not about money, right? When you want to learn a new skill, you just have to be full of humility, be humble with it. No matter who is taking you, it might be your younger ones, it might be someone you are far away further than. That shouldn't stop you from actually be humble to learn what you want to learn. As far as you have a goal to pursue, the most important thing is how you achieve your goals. Then it doesn't matter who comes your way. Is your goals obtainable? That's what you're actually looking out for. Then you can also, based on your confidence level, you can actually apply for any freelancing jobs outside there. There are a lot of them. This will also build your experience and also add up to your portfolio. Then one thing in tech is that you don't stop learning, because it's keep evolving. it keeps changing. So you have to be dynamic with it. You have to be flexible in learning, because if you choose, okay, I'm doing you, in case you go for the front-end engineer where you do CSS, HTML, there are a lot of techies that are coming out that are making the job, even the the process of writing the code more easier. And you cannot just say, because I've known this, I don't need anything from my peers again, I don't need anything from my mentor, I think I'm good with it. You cannot do that. You have to keep following up with the trend in the tech industry. Then you attend, you might actually subscribe for some tech blog, attending workshop, participating in online community, just for you to be updated. Yeah. Then the next one I would like to say is, after all this experience you are having, you have to tailor your resume and cover letter to actually state the experience you've gathered over the period of time. Yeah, like the portfolio I've earlier mentioned, from your cover letter, from your resume, there should be a link to your portfolio that shows what you've been doing so far, your baby steps to your middle steps, so maybe you're not becoming a professional with what you do. So all these things should be tailored in your resume, and this will also give you a confidence level when you go for an interview, to actually tell the potential employers what you're capable of doing. Get you through on what you should be expecting from interview question, and how to actually position yourself to be able to get the job you are applying for. Next slide, please. Now, where in whatever thing you do, you have to stay persistent and to adapt to the changes. Like I said, tech is not a static industry, it's a dynamic. So you have to keep learning and keep adapting to what tech is actually talking about. Okay, so you have to keep refining your skills and approach in dealing with in actually solving problems. One thing about tech is full of innovations. You keep doing new things, and how often the time taken for you to actually bring the new things out is what matters in your tech role. Then I would like to talk about the challenges you may encounter while transiting into tech industry. There are different challenges, and very certain that with your dedications and your commitment, you'll be able to scale through them. The number one thing I would like to mention is technical background. You know, you're coming from different backgrounds that you might not know what the jargons in tech industry is talking about, right? So you have to learn from the basic. From learning from the basic, you will be getting the technical languages better, and it's something that you can work on with more of practice. The imposter syndrome. One thing about the imposter syndrome to me is, when you know something, even though it's just maybe you can just print hello world in Python, teach your peers, teach your colleagues, let them know what you know. So with that, you are actually seeing what you know. It makes you have confidence with what you can offer, right? And perhaps maybe you're someone that does not like talking. Why teaching others? You will not even know why you scale through this imposter syndrome. Then in tech market, there are a lot of competitive. You have to be prepared. You have to keep learning. You have to keep refining your skills in standing out among your peers to actually meet up with whatever roles you are applying for. Then, like I said, continuous learning. The day you stop learning is the day you enter a grief. That's one thing that I know for sure. So you keep learning, keep developing, updating your skills. Yeah. The networking barrier, yes, that it might be a challenge depending on who you are, because I know certainly that most of the boot camp you might want to join, there might not be visible location for it. It might be something that you have to access online. And the only way you can prove your online peer work is what you can offer. So you have to actually put all work together for you to be able to break this barrier of networking. You have to know what you want people to know about you. Then another thing is diversity, ageism and diversity. Yes, you might have a whole lot of experience from your current profession, but how did you now submit yourself to this new transition you wanted to go for? So you have to leave whatever thing you think you have in terms of experience and break it down to tech. The moment you understand the basic and you can build on it, yes, you cannot merge your professions together. And that was the reason why I didn't mention of that. Find a tech role that's actually aligned with your current profession. So if you do the synergy together, it will actually make a whole lot of sense. Then, like I said again, to find a mentor, it might be difficult depending on who you are. Like I said, if you are this kind of person that is looking for a mentor that will teach you A to Z, you might not find a mentor. That's it from, because as you are trying to develop your skills and your mentor is also not ready to stop on one position, is also trying to know what the industry going following through the industry. So everybody is busy in tech. You cannot tell me that because I found you as a mentor, you should confess me. So you have to be prepared and ensure that when you're asking your mentor something, it's something that it will not take much of the mentor time, and the mentor will be proud of you. With that, he can spend a good number of time with you. Then balancing work and learning, yes, it's not easy from your previous experience to just drop it in basket and pick up a tech pro. You might also be working while you are actually juggling through this skill building in tech. So it might not be easy, but with your good time management and your dedication and persistence, I think it's something you can work through. Then you might have a whole lot of rejection and setback. For instance, you just pick up a new job, tell them based on your portfolio, they were able to trust what you can do. Then they gave you a first project and you did not sleep for like 2 weeks. At the end of the day, you submitted the project. Your boss just look at you and say, "What is this?" You feel bad, right? But that shouldn't still makes you to stop learning. Just know that whatever feedback you get, you work on it and become a better person with it. Then, in case you have not found yet, entry-level job requirements it might also be a challenge, because you will see some job opportunity, they will be asking for 5-10 years experience, and you are just coming. In fact, you don't even have any computer science background. You are coming from maybe accounting, you're a lawyer, you're educationist, you understand. It might be difficult, but with what you have in your portfolio, it can also help us to actually um it can assist you in overcoming this challenge. Yeah. Then the next agenda is stories of successful transition. Okay, I would just like you to share my story briefly. Then we'll also listen to successful transitions. Like I am in finance background. I don't know anything about tech, and well, from finance, we deal a lot with data. So I pick up a data analyst course, certainly it's part of tech. So why doing that? Because I don't want to be obsolete in it. They brought in integrated Python and R into it. So I wanted to know what Python and R is all about. So with that, I joined some other boot camp where I started learning software engineering, although the paths are different. But one thing that teach me was it exposed me to how what I'm seeing on the screen, how it was being handled at the back end, right? and I'm grateful for that journey. And while I was being stuck, like when I said that there is time you need you need
All right. Good afternoon. I think we've lost Khadijat there. So she was trying to share her own successful transitioning experience into the tech space. All right. So while we wait on Khadijat, if we can run through videos or testimonies of people who were able to transition into the tech space using our CIL Academy
my
platform.
interest on CIL
All right.
Academy in becoming data and cloud engineer, and I'm sure you can see the outcome. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, Khadijat. If you can,
Yes,
hey,
can you hear
Khadijat,
me?
can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
we
can hear
lost you.
you.
We lost you. We lost you for
Oh,
I think 3 minutes or thereabouts. So
okay.
we might
Well,
have
on this,
lost some part of what you said.
okay, sorry about that. I think it's network. So, okay, maybe I should just be going back to the story of successful transitioning, right? Is that
Yes,
fine from
please.
there?
Yes, please. Yes,
All
please. You can
right.
start from there.
All right, thank you. So I'm trying to tell my story on how I become cloud and data engineer in CIL. I joined a I started with data analytics, and with the integration of Python and R, I said I wanted to learn more, like I said, continuous learning. That works for me. So while learning, I have some peers, I have some network I'm working with, because it's a strange domain to me, right? So I keep pushing through. It got to a point I almost get stopped. And while getting stuck, I was just telling my network, my peers, that, oh, this has happened to me. I have to stay back for like a month. So on my that idle period that I have to catch up with the software engineering program I'm running, I met still zero to techie, and I joined in there because part of it, some of my network I have, then that refer me to still. And when I joined the academy, I realized that, oh, this, because the name Zero to Techie actually attracted me to it. That, okay, because I wouldn't even know what I've known so far. So I joined the Zero to Techie and I started. And I found it more easier for me to navigate through than the software I'm actually battling to even know more on. But one thing about it is that if you know ALX logo, is that you keep doing the acting, so you keep pushing through. So that's how I started with doing cloud and data engineering with CIL. And you can see the outcome with me and now work with it, because I put all my dedications to it, because I love what I'm seeing. I love the outcome, and I put it to work. Yeah. So I think that's the story of me transiting from finance role to cloud and data engineering. I'd like to place some other successful transitioners with you. Please, can you share the video, please? Can anyone hear me?
Hello, Khadijat. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you very well.
All right. So we'll be presenting a video of testimonials from people who were able to transition into the tech space using our CIL Academy platform. So AJ, please can you present the video so those who are with us can watch and also get to hear testimonies of people who are able to transition. And while we wait on that, please, if you have questions, if you have comments, do well to drop them in the Q&A section to respond to all your questions and comments, please. Thank you very much.
My name is Doreen. I think I'm seeing some questions.
My name is Doreen Dela from Ghana. I am an English language teacher. I joined CIL Academy Zero to Techie program because I was looking to get into the tech space, and I needed a robust program to help me to do that. With their expert trainers and all the resources that they made available to us, I am proud to say that I am now a certified AWS cloud practitioner, and I would encourage everybody to sign on with CIL Academy.
Hi, my name is Charity Francis, and I am a cloud guide. Hi. Hi, my name is Charity Francis, and I am a cloud engineer intern. I'm a content writer and a virtual assistant. I'm currently part of the Mod 6 of the Zero to Techie program at CIL Academy, and it has been quite a journey so far. When I first came in, I didn't have any expectations of the program. I joined because I was already part of the AWS Cloud Practitioner program with ALX, and I wanted to build up on that knowledge using practical skills. So far, I have actually gained a lot. I came in with zero technical skills, but so far I know basics of Python, I know basics of HTML, JavaScript, and so on, Bash, Shell, CLI and SDKs when it comes to AWS and Google Cloud platforms. I actually know how to use these platforms. I know how to identify resources. So I've gained a lot of knowledge so far, even practical skills. What I love most about this program is how the instructors are always listening for our challenges, for our problems, always ready to help us with them, always ready to take us by the hand and explain things down, break things down for us. This program is perfect for those people who have zero technical skills and want to build on themselves and become professionals in the tech space. So if you're still doubting, if you're still on the fence about joining this program, this is a good opportunity for you. And this is me telling you that CIL Academy is the best place to be. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, AJ, for those testimonies from people who were able to transition into the tech space using our Secure Intelligence Academy platform, our Zero to Techie platform. So, Khadija, do you have any additional comments or anything you'd like to add?
Okay, I think the whole thing from those that were able to transition successfully, then it takes me to the end of my slide, which is transitioning into tech industry is an exciting journey filled with opportunity for growth and innovation. Then the path to career in tech may have its challenges, but with determination and commitment, you can achieve your goal. Embrace the journey, stay curious, and never stop learning. That's all from me. Thank you. And I can see some response on the Q&A section. Thanks for responding, Ade Busayo. So you're currently on customer support, I guess. Then you wanted to transit to cloud engineer. That's a perfect one. At least you're able to, you know how to deal with customers already. So I think there are a lot of synergy in that domain space. So you can join in with our Zero to Techie in CIL Academy. I'm sure you're in the right people you to be. And also, Ezekiel, you're also into customer service representative and you want to be front-end engineer. That's an amazing one because one thing about software engineer is that you'll be able to actually, you know what customer wants already because I'm sure you must have communicated with the quite number of customers. So you can actually help them design UI UX platform that will be attractive to them and answer their concern. I'm sure that is doable. So you can join us, you're in the right cycle. Then also Emmanuel, wow, a full stack software engineer, that's amazing, Emmanuel. Yes, you can integrate it to cloud engineer. It helps me a lot because currently I'm doing software engineer with ALS. So with me integrating it with cloud engineer is doable. You just have to put it to work. I think those are the few questions I said. Thank you. In case you still have more, you can still drop this down. Thank you. Can anyone hear me, please?
All right. I think Jose is having a bit of challenge. Thank you so much, Khadija, for that wonderful presentation, and also thank you for going through some of your questions. So if you have questions, right, you can do well to drop it. The reason why we brought up this webinar is because we want you to be able to ask questions, right? So you can ask questions, please. You have the floor, right? Any questions that you have concerning transitioning, concerning your current role and how it relates to transition into tech, right? You can just ask it, drop it in the Q&A. Our speaker is going to take it and give adequate answers to that. Okay, Jose, are you back?
Yes. Thank you very much for that, Emeka. All right, so we already have a few questions coming in. Khadija, will you be open to take these questions? We have one question. It says, what is the plan for the post Zero to Techie program? Like, what happens? I think the person is trying to say or trying to ask, what happens after the Zero to Techie program? What's the plan that Secure Intelligence Limited or CIL Academy has for students or participants of the Zero to Techie program after the Zero to Techie program? Khadijat, as a student or former student of the Zero to Techie program, can you shed some light as to the post training plans of CIL Academy for Zero to Techie?
Okay, like I said while giving my lecture, it's depending on who you are and how you are able to drive through. Because yes, many are called, few are choosing. Yeah, I'm sure you understand it, I did very well. I joined Zero to Techie program, and then I have zero knowledge in cloud and data engineer. And like when my colleague was presenting, he said, I'm now a cloud and data engineer with CIL Academy. That's the least they can do. If you prove yourself right and you are being supportive with your peers in terms of you manage your network very well and you choose the right mentor, as I earlier said, right? CIL Academy might pick you, might employ you, but they won't be able to employ everyone. But based on what you have, your record, they can refer you to a better organization. So if you do this Zero to Techie, there's high chance of you getting employment after this program.
All right, thank you very much for that answer. Yeah, thank you very much for that answer, Khadija. I'm sure whoever asked that question has already gotten the answer that they need. All right, another question is directed to the entry-level job requirements. So how do you tackle the challenges relating to entry-level job requirements?
Okay, I think
because I know at some point you mentioned that entry job entry-level job requirements require you to have some sort of experience. You understand, 5 years experience and the like. So how someone that is just transitioning into the tech space, someone that just finished the whole Zero to Techie program, what way can that person address such challenges?
Okay, fine. And on the course of the lecture again, I think I made mention of portfolio. When you are trying to navigate through, you should ensure every step you take is being documented. Every project you lay your hands to is being documented. And your network also helps, because yes, you are given a project to work about. Your level of contribution while you are sorting the project makes some of your peers to trust in you, to believe in what you can do, right? So there might be a whole lot of referrals depending on your dedication and how you are able to prove to the world what you can offer, right? And for me, the entry-level position, like what I said, was that I have some years of experience in finance, and yeah, I choose to venture into cloud and data engineering. And with Zero to Techie, I put in more effort for me to be known, right? For people to trust me. And with that, I was being chosen by the academic because they see my contributions. You understand? That's why there's high chance of you being pushed if you join CIL Academy, right? Yes, I know there are a lot of boot camp. They don't care. They don't care about whatever thing you learned over the period of time, depending on what you can actually project yourself outside there. But in CIL Academy, they hold your hand, and if you prove yourself to be right, they will actually take you further, either by employing you or referring you to someone. You know, it's easier for an organization to refer you, especially CIL Academy, because of the role they play in terms of teaching students. So they will trust their referrals more than individual referral. So just do the right thing, build up your portfolios, and continue learning. I'm sure that will help you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Khadija. Thank you very much. We'll be taking one final question. This is a bit technical. So it says, I have had this misconception about the services enclosed in cloud computing. So I want to know if the following services are encapsulated in cloud computing or engineering. So it's saying web server and email migration and integration, as well as integration with remote collaboration tools. Are these services related to cloud engineering, or are they just services that can be accomplished via the web? I don't know if you get that question.
They are all related to cloud engineering, because if you are dealing with server, if you said I'm sure we understand what cloud computing is by you telling your client that, okay, stop keeping your information in your premises and bring it to cloud. We are confident in actually taking care of your information in cloud, in terms of security, in terms of networking, in terms of storage, and every other one. So if you said you are like a migration from your premise, your information you save in your premise to cloud, yes, it's part of cloud engineering, because you must understand all the process without leaving one behind. So it's all part of what you will learn in cloud engineering. I hope that.
All right, thank you.
Question.
Yeah, that was very insightful. So thank you very much. And this brings us to the end of yet another interesting webinar hosted by CIL Academy, which is also an arm of Secure Intelligence Limited. So once again, thank you, Khadija, for taking out your time to educate us on how to transition into the tech space. So as you already know, I have put in a link to our Zero to Techie website. So if you're also considering navigating the tech space or starting your tech career, feel free to click on the link in the Q&A section. And if you still have further questions or need further guidance on how to transition into the tech space, do well to click on the link in the Q&A section to book a consultation with us, as well. All right, so like we mentioned earlier, this webinar is being recorded and will be posted on our social media channel. Also, at the end of this webinar, you'll be receiving an email with the link to our YouTube channel where you can rewatch any part of this webinar that you have missed. And if you intend to connect with us on social media, you can reach out to us via Instagram at CIL_Academy, LinkedIn Secure Intelligence, Twitter at CIL_Academy, at Facebook at CIL Academy. Once again, my name is Dozie. I'm an SDR here at Secure Intelligence Limited. Thank you once again for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your